Welcome to Grilling to Get Away, the podcast for backyard grillers who want to escape the everyday and fire up the flavor. Whether you're a seasoned pitmaster or just learning your way around the grill, we're here to share tips, tricks, and recipes that will make your next BBQ unforgettable. We'll talk meats, marinades, and even some mouth-watering sides. Plus, we'll answer your grilling questions and dive into everything you need to turn your backyard into the ultimate grill zone. So grab your tongs, fire up that grill, and let's get started. This is Grilling to Get Away, your go-to podcast for all things barbecue. Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Greg, your co-host to the Grilling to Get Away podcast. Here's my buddy.
What's happening, everyone? This is Ben.
Ben, man, congratulations. You finally did it. You broke through.
You know, Greg, it's I take full credit.
I know we talk about it like you're like part of the team.
Yeah, I mean, let me tell you, I'm giving it all on my couch, just like those guys are out on the field.
Yeah.
And you know, all the hard work is paid off, Greg. Man, get the bye. Oh, geez.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah. Yep.
As a fan, Detroit Lions fan.
Yeah.
But you finally did it. You broke through. You got the number one seed first time, I think. What is it?
Ever?
Yeah.
It's
in
the first
the history of the Detroit Lions.
Mm-hmm.
So congrats for that.
Yeah, I
know you worked hard.
I told my son, it's like, dude, this is the first time in my life and in your life that this has ever happened. Like, that's pretty cool. We get to
share it together.
You know?
You only got, 30 years on him, right?
Yeah. So he
doesn't know how good he has it.
Yeah. I was like, man, you better appreciate this, okay? He wore a Lions jersey to school today.
Awesome.
So did my daughter. So I was like,
oh, nice.
You like that?
Yeah. So. Well, it's always nice when it's against a division rival, too.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they, took it to him.
Yeah.
So I'm really hoping.
First half was a little sketchy, but
sure was. Jeez.
A
lot of turnovers and stuff. Well, a lot of defense in that game. We were grilling too. I did some chicken tacos.
Oh, okay.
It was cold out, Greg.
Oh man, it was really cold.
It was windy.
The last couple of days have been negative 10 degrees wind chill.
We were out there.
You were?
I was out there. Yeah,
you were out there. Yeah.
Nobody else was.
I'm sure.
I was out there.
Dog out there with you?
Absolutely not.
No.
Yeah, he stays inside. He gets a little too cold.
Yeah.
He looks at me from inside.
Inside, yeah.
But yeah, man, solid win, solid season. I'm pumped for these playoffs.
Yeah, Packers kind of limped in. Two losses in a row, real bad losses. One getting
to the Bears,
demolished by the Vikings, and then getting really just, I don't know, a demoralizing loss to the Bears. Hopefully they can pull it together for a competitive game against the Eagles.
How do you feel?
We'll see. I don't know, man. It's the playoffs. Anything can happen,
sure.
But it's a lot different. They say the NBA regular season really doesn't matter that much once you get in.
It's NBA.
Yeah, but NFL, I mean, games matter. That's why you play the game. So, and we got some injuries going into, so sure. It's like, oh man. But decent season. I mean, a little bit better than last year. Young team still the youngest team in the NFL. So I mean, there's something to be said about that. But let's get some vets in there so we can get over that hump. You know what I mean? Nobody's biting off any kneecaps in the Packers.
That's for sure. That's for sure, man.
Man, they showed Dan Campbell again yesterday. He's always got like a heaper in. He's got his front teeth are all jacked up and he got yellow and stained.
I was joking with my wife and stuff too. Like, I bet he would throw on a jersey and just go right in there.
Oh,
and just
I bet he would
tag somebody. Like he would.
So what is that Toby Keith song? I'm not as good as I once was. But,
I don't know. I don't listen to Toby Keith. I couldn't tell you.
I'm as good once as I ever was. That's about right.
I think that sums Dan Campbell.
Yeah, right.
Campbell up, man. Yeah, I think he could get in there and just light someone.
Oh yeah,
light someone up.
It looks like he can still play.
Yeah,
probably more in shape than some of those guys out there.
Sure, yeah.
All right, well, congrats again, man. Yeah. Looking forward to seeing how the playoffs go, and we'll talk about some tailgating stuff or some foods later on. I think later on as we get closer to the Super Bowl. But I know you said chicken tacos. You did anything else? You grill or barbecue over the past week since we last talked?
No, not much, man. We've been busy and kind of gone a lot and kind of running. Obviously, it's, sports. Kids are both doing sports, so we're running all over the place. But yeah, it's the kids want tacos. It's like, well, we got some chicken. Let's do some chicken tacos.
Mm-hmm.
They're pumped, man. They're pumped. They was solid, easy cook, man. It was, like I said, it was cold out, so.
Did you do them whole breasts and then cut them up afterwards?
Yeah. So I cut the breasts in half so they'd cook a little bit quicker. But then I threw them in the crock pot. Or not the crock pot, the cast iron. Out on the grill. And smoked them for like an hour.
Oh, wow.
Brought them in, chopped them up, seasoned them, threw some onions in with it, and put them back out there for like another half hour and stuff.
Okay.
So
What kind of smoke?
I just went with pecan, man. Went light. I didn't. I wasn't gonna look around in the garage too much for what I had. I just saw like first bag I saw, grabbed a chunk and went.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it was cold out, so I wasn't.
You weren't looking to stay out there.
I wasn't looking to stay out there long. I was looking for something that would just add a kiss of smoke to it and stuff.
Yeah.
And go from there. But it was fun, man. So I did those smash burgers last week, and I had quite a few extra. My daughter took one in a thermos, like on Friday for lunch. And
a smash burger?
Yeah. So like my wife just like heated it up.
Yeah.
Put it in her thermos for her, and then gave her like a bun. Okay. So then when she got to school, she would just
take it
at
out.
Lunch. Yeah, take it out, and then so she was saying like, so she wanted like 2 like Hawaiian buns and
do some sliders.
Kind of, yeah. And she was like, so I had some extra meat, and like a friend asked like if they could have a bite, and so she gave me a bite. She was like, oh man, this is so good, like. And then another friend was like, oh, can I have a little piece too? And she was like, yeah, here you go. And it's like, man, who makes this stuff for you? And Ken's is like, oh, my dad. and the girl's like, wow, your dad's a really good cook. Hell yeah. You like that? Made sure to tell my wife that.
Yeah.
Like, hey, did you talk to Ken's about lunch on Friday?
Hey, tell her again.
Hey, come tell your mom. Come tell your mom what you told me, all right?
Who makes this for you?
Yeah, wow.
My dad. Wow.
You're
going to be cooking for the whole 5th grade here soon.
Well, stay pony up for the meat.
Sure, yeah. Bring your smoker out there.
Yeah. Sit out there in the parking lot right by the playground.
Probably healthier than the trash that they serve at that lunches, you know?
Yeah. There's a kid in my son's class. His buddy his buddy's dad serves the food. So he's always asking for like an extra scoop of stuff because it's his buddy's dad.
Don't go light on the peas there.
Hey. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Big dog's got to eat.
Yeah.
See me playing out here on this playground.
You see me out here.
Yeah.
You gotta feed these thighs, you know.
Yeah. Man. Yeah. Just if you got kids and you're packing lunches, man, I'm telling you, the thermos is a game changer. You can put so many different things in there.
Yeah.
Ribs,
smash
burgers. I did pasta today for the boys. Yeah. They love it. So.
Ken's did a taco bowl today. She said she wanted a taco bowl.
Yeah.
I was like, all right.
Put some taco meat in there, or is it like the chicken? The stuff left for chicken you had?
Yeah. Yep. So she'd take that.
Yeah, she might come back. Oh, everybody loved it.
Yeah, right. Hey, we need to take more.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
We're not feeding the whole neighborhood.
Hey, start charging some, $1 a bite.
Yeah. Then you'll get a call from the principal.
That's fine.
Hey, we got to talk. Kansas charges people for lunch.
call me up. Hey, good for her.
Yeah, can't take that profit away from the lunch.
They do okay.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. Ken's came home from kindergarten, and she was like, she goes, Dad, because this was like, she didn't trust the hot lunch, right? So we were giving her cold lunch every single day, and she said something about like chocolate milk. I'm like, what do you mean? Where do you get chocolate milk from? She's like, God, the lady gives it to me. I'm like, what, are we getting charged for this? And she was like, I don't know. She just gives me the chocolate milk. Like, what do you mean? She just gives you a chocolate milk. Do you ask for it? She's like, I don't know. She gives me a chocolate milk every day. Sure enough, man, we get a bill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing's free.
I was like, God dang it. I was like, Ken's, we're paying for this, huh? And she's like, well, it's really good. I'm like, yeah, it's chocolate milk.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's all I get you.
Yeah, that's all I get you. Yeah. Yeah, man. Well, that's good. I'm glad things are going well. At least it sounds like the kids at the lunch like it. Yeah. That's good. It's always a start. Start them young.
Yeah. So doing
Burn
okay.
Pit.
Yeah.
Burn Pit. Tell your dad.
Tell your friends.
Yeah.
It's like, hey.
Yeah, this is what we use on this.
Yeah. It's all the seasons. It's not me.
Yeah.
It's not me.
Yeah, I mean, I did some poppers last night. I did them in, it was cold, so I didn't, because we were only doing like 6 or 7. Like, we only had 6 or 7 jalapenos, so I wasn't going to fire up the grill for just that. And my wife was gone, so it was just me and the boys, and,
Each had 2?
Yeah, about 2 or 3, yeah.
Man, so I got a question for you. So, like, I've done poppers with my dad a few times.
Yeah.
And he'll do it where he cuts, he kind of does like a half circle around the stem and then goes down.
Yeah.
And
so
then
he leaves the stem on?
Yeah, and then he'll fill it, right?
Yeah.
And then he'll put the other half like back on and then wrap it. So you're doing like the whole jalapeno.
Yeah, I got you.
I've always done it where I just cut it in half and like
yeah.
cut, get the seeds out and stuff.
Yeah.
And like, I'll be honest, like when he was doing it, I was like, dude, this is taking forever.
Hey, it's an art.
It is. It sure
Everybody
is.
Likes it their
when
own
he
way.
But
then
said
you can
too,
cut it up then, right? And like, does he cut it up then into like little like ovals, or does he just leave it whole and
leaves
the
the
whole thing?
Leaves the hole in these.
See, like the bacon to jalapeno ratio is often because I usually do like a whole, on the half. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
So like you're losing out on some of that bacon if you only wrap it in one, unless you're putting double wrapping it. I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
No, he's just doing one.
Yeah. So,
but I asked him like why he doesn't. It's like, well, then the cream cheese doesn't come out at the end.
Yeah. But that's what the bacon's for, isn't it?
That's
like you kind of like it's like duct tape.
It's. I mean, I've always had like a little maybe come out and stuff. I mean, it's not like the whole.
Right.
I'm losing it all. Like maybe a little, but
yeah. Yeah, no, I'm kind of the same way. I cut it, slice it long ways in half, and then I scoop out. Maybe I'll leave some, if I wanted a little spicy, I'll leave some seeds in there, or I'll put it in the cream cheese.
That's what I do, man. I put the
put
seeds
some
in
of
the cream cheese.
In the cream cheese, mix it up, and then, whatever else you're putting in there, and then you spread it out in the little boat jalapeno you got, and then you wrap it with bacon, and then you season it again on top. Usually, that's what I usually do, and then, you throw them on the smoker, or you throw them in the oven, or whatever you're doing.
Did you do yours oven?
Oven, yeah. Okay. So I use I've got like a grate, so it gets the airflow going through there, and then obviously the grease collects at the bottom of the other pan, and I about 400 for it probably took a good 15-20 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. So nice crispy bacon. Nothing was really spilling out. So if it is, I just scoop it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. Here it is. Nice. It gets a nice little char on it too if it comes out kind of bakes a little bit. So well, that's how I do my jalapeno poppers.
Yeah, I do the same.
Yeah. Well, we're in 2025 now, Ben. So I wanted to go over. I saw a list from our best friend Steve Reichlin of 11 prediction he has for 2025 regarding like grilling and barbecue. Okay. So I wanted to start there with you. And then I also want to talk about, what are your top 5 grilling, like pieces of equipment that you would have, like if you were just starting out, like say you just got a smoker or a grill for Christmas, and this may be your first time doing it. Like, what are some of those must-have pieces that you would, recommend to somebody? So, I'm going to pull up this list here from our best friend, Steven Reichlin. And he puts this out here every year. So if you go and follow him, you can follow him on, Instagram or Facebook or whatever you like. I always find it interesting. I like to see what his take is on stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's got a cool perspective on grilling and stuff. I mean, he's kind of a pioneer in a lot of ways to me. At least I think he is. And just like how he goes about it, right? Like, I mean, who would ever think to cook like either directly on the coals or throwing like on a shovel?
Yeah.
Or using like hay, smoking with hay and stuff like that. Like, I think, he's always willing to try something and share it. And
man, I went out to look at all the books he has.
Yeah.
He's got like 30 different books.
Yeah.
Like, and they're not just barbecuing and grilling. Like, they're more in depth because he's classically trained. Like, I think over in Europe as a chef
in
France or something like that. Yeah. So like, man, it's just not just barbecuing and grilling. It's like he's got a bunch of books out there.
Yeah, I told you I've got like my wife got me one of his books, and it's that Man-Made Meals. And it's just full of just information, like all down to like what knives to use to cut certain things, and like it's not just about grilling, like you said, it's about making like a bunch of dishes inside too, and obviously a bunch you can pull outside and do on the grill, but it's just full of information. So it's like his goal, man. It really seems like it's just to make it easier, keep it simple, you know, it's really I don't feel like any of his recipes are like anything like over the top usually.
Mm-hmm. Right. No, they're usually pretty simple to follow. I think that's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm gonna go. I got the list here, but some of these I think maybe need a little bit more explanation about what he's talking about. So let me see if I can pull it up here.
This is for trends for just barbecue and grilling trends?
Yeah. So, all right. So his top 11, like he's got 11 out here that he's predicting. So number 1 on his list is high performance charcoal grills.
They're making a comeback, huh?
I guess, yeah.
Okay.
What do you think is a high performance charcoal grill?
Man, I wouldn't know. You think I have one of those? No.
Yeah.
No, man. I've seen, you know, you kind of have. You're seeing a lot more like offsets, but like, was it Weber has that one too, where it's like you just put charcoal like in the side, and it's almost seems similar to me like to a pellet grill, where it's like you kind of, you know, you have your side box there, and it's what is it like the vertical chin, you know, it comes down and kind of slowly just continues to light as it goes up, mm-hmm. and feed into the grill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think so. And like I also think like when you're looking at like Weber, you know, performers where they got like the propane starter in the bottom, like I guess that you would call that a high performance one, right?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Mm-hmm. My dad has that one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It makes it pretty easy.
Yeah.
Just because you don't have to sit there with a chimney or anything mm-hmm. like that. But, yeah, I prefer the low performance, just charcoal and stuff. You know what I mean?
Just as simple as possible.
Mm-hmm. The next one here, just trying to, yeah, these are 2020. Okay, well, I was looking for the link. He said link was in his bio, but I don't see it out here yet. So, we'll just go off the list he has and make our interpretations off of it. Whole steer cooking.
Ooh, I like that.
Whole steer. You do a whole steer, man?
That's like take like a week to cook that.
Man, that'd be a long time.
Oh man.
We saw an increase of whole hog, I'd say, over the last few years, but here he's predicting that he'll see more whole steer cooking.
I guess it depends. Like sometimes, you know, when you're looking at doing the whole hogs, right? Like you're not. I mean, from what we've seen, typically you're cooking about like a 60 to like 90 pound pig. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's about average, I would say. Right. So I'd imagine like for a cow, it's not gonna be like the biggest ones out there.
Yeah, I guess you're right. You know, kind of like a suckling pig, right? So it's,
I guess, yeah.
You know, something you can fit on your grill. But he's got some images here to go with the post. So like his whole steer, look at that. It's like bigger than that guy.
Yeah,
it's a huge one. Whereas this kind of, it's got it splayed out on like a bunch of like iron racks, and it's kind of just.
Dude, I've seen it too. Like those iron racks like turn.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah, so it's basically on a vertical spit. And then like he's got
it's like rotisserie.
Yeah, angled down. So and the fire's on the ground, obviously, so it's angled over the fire. But yeah, that's huge, man. I don't know, man. I think maybe if you're cooking for a lot of people, here it looks like they're at some sort of barbecue festival or something like that. Yeah, I guess we really haven't seen too much of it.
No,
at least around here.
No, and like it's all. I wonder if you could. Like we've talked about doing, your own, like a pig with like the cinder blocks.
Yeah.
Where you have like the mesh, the metal mesh, and you have like the pig like laid out in that, and then that's where you're flipping it, right? So
yeah,
you could probably do something like that too. I don't think you'd have to have necessarily that type of equipment to do a whole cow.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
But you'd have to have something big enough to put it on,
and you need some help to, get that thing flipped if you need to, man.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, there's our goal for 2025. Greg.
Oh, yeah?
You do it in your backyard.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just have to get clearance from the
fire department.
Yeah. All right, number 3 on Steven Reichlin's 11 grilling trends he's predicting here in 2025. Barbecue fusion. So here, I think this is kind of more along the lines of flavors, right? So you're looking, he's got some like crab rangoon, like some Asian style, I guess you could say, barbecue, brisket, chopped cheese, hot crispy chicken sandwich. We've seen that quite a bit. And then short ribs and stuff like that. So, but you like a little bit more Asian flair to it.
Okay, sounds great.
Yeah,
delicious.
No complaints here.
No.
This one's interesting. Fire domes. So it's essentially like a vertical spit, but it's open air. So it's not like it's not enclosed. So I guess you could say it's kind of like what one of those tripods you put over an open fire, when you're camping.
Yep.
But it's got multiple layers to it.
Okay.
And then also like you can hang things from the top.
Is it like rotisserie too, or is it?
Doesn't
just,
look like it. It's just like a straight up, vertical hanging.
Okay.
Looks a little bit like looks like a lot, but who knows? The next one here, griddles galore. I mean, we kind of already started seeing that already. People getting griddles all over the place. Mm-hmm. Do you think that trend's slowing down a little bit though?
I don't think so, man.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. It seems like I'm going like when we go out to either drop stuff off at different locations or whatever, even like out shopping and stuff. Like I'm still seeing a ton of griddles out there in the grilling section and stuff. So I mean, I know even like my dad's talked about like trying to add one on his camper that like can slide out and stuff like that.
Get a smaller one, like a Camp Chef or something like that.
Kind of, yeah. So no, I don't really see it slowing down. I think too, like you're gonna see like a lot of people. How many people did we talk to all last year that was just like, oh, I just got a new griddle, or like even people who had gotten rid of their grills and gone to the griddle and stuff like that, and for kind of ease and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say I agree with them there. It's probably just
and then you got Blackstone teaming up now or partnering with the Weber, so like that they're combining forces there. So I guess you could say that they're kind of maybe no longer in the like startup phase of griddles, and maybe they're starting to mature a little bit. So who knows? Personal pizza ovens. Seeing more of those, more trends.
Am I seeing more of those? I mean, I haven't seen more of those.
Because he's got that on the next, right under griddles. He's got personal pizza ovens.
I mean, I believe it. It makes sense, I guess. It seems pretty like, I don't want to say one-dimensional, but like you're not cooking much. You're not doing like hot dogs or burgers. I guess you could, but I mean, I don't know. I'd have to like look into it more, man. I think that there's, that's probably just me being a little closed-minded to it, I guess.
Sure.
But, you can definitely. I think it's something you can definitely play with. So I could see it. It wouldn't be surprising if, I guess, more were selling and stuff. It wouldn't be in my top list, but. Yeah,
I mean, it's a learning curve. You got to get one, and you got to start to learn the process, just like grilling and barbecuing. So that's interesting there that he'd have that on there. But then tomahawk steaks everywhere.
Now we're talking.
We did see quite a bit of that, I think, over the last year, maybe 2 years. It became really popular.
Yeah.
And I think, I don't know, man. I think people are starting to maybe move away from it a little bit.
Do you think so?
I think people are trying to go bigger, man. Just with everything. Because what was it like? You started seeing tomahawks everywhere, but then what did somebody do? They started doing
Thor's hammer.
Right? Yeah. They just started doing something bigger. That's I think that's where the whole steer plays in. Like people are just like always looking for like that next thing, where like, okay, I've done tomahawk now. What's the next big cut of meat I could do? As they work their way up to a whole steer. And I also think price plays a factor. Those prices kind of skyrocketed a little bit. It's really tough to do that.
Yeah, man. I mean, I can't imagine doing a whole cow in one cook.
Right. Unless you're getting sponsored or something like that, it might be a little different story. But all right, man. So cowboy butter. Have you used cowboy butter quite a bit at all?
Just kind of where you're making your own.
Yeah, so let's see what the definition here of cowboy butter. All right, so it's usually for steaks. It says it's a seasoned compound butter. You know, it's spicy. I mean, you can basically put whatever you want.
Right.
So what is it made out of? You know, butter, spices, herbs. So there's a bunch out there. You can go look for your own kind of cowboy butter recipe and then tailor it yourself. But a lot of them have like Dijon mustard in it, chives, parsley. Like usually, like when you're navigating the social medias and you see somebody doing that, like they're making a tomahawk and then they're making their cowboy butter next to it so they can dip it in when they're done, whatever. So I could see that. I mean, I think that's one of those things that's really easy to make, and you can use it. You make it one time, like kind of like, and then freeze it, and then pull it out whenever you need it again, or whenever you want to do it again. So
I don't know, man. Sure. I don't think. I mean, how often do you do that?
I mean, I've done like compound butter, but it's usually around like Thanksgiving when I'm using, on a turkey or whatever. But steaks, I've only done it a few times, but mine are more kind of butter, garlic, herby, like not really mustardy type of thing.
Yeah,
so,
right. That kind of.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've seen it quite a bit. A lot of people do use like Dijon mustard. So,
on your steaks though, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I know what you're saying.
I guess if I were to do it, I might use like a horseradish or something.
Yeah, I think you could put that in there as well.
But I'm going more for like a bite. But I'll be honest with you, like, I don't know. I don't even know. I typically don't even put butter on my steaks.
Yeah, me either. It's one of those like, oh, if I got some time, you got some space, maybe I'll do it. But
yeah, but even then too, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I need it.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes, just like, hey, change things up a little bit. Yeah. I wouldn't say I do it often, like maybe 1 or 2 times a year.
Yeah, right. That's what I was going to say, too. Like, I don't even know. I think I've done it like once this past year,
Yeah, yeah. All right, the next one is, so Stevie's got picanja, right? Is that how you say it? So it's the cut of beef that comes from the rump of a cow. Rump cover, rump calf.
Have you done one of those?
I haven't, no.
No, me neither.
Yeah. So,
what are they? What are you cooking with that? What are you doing?
So a lot of
shredded beef. You doing like?
Yeah. So a lot of these, like you do it with like a skewer, like a big long skewer.
Oh, and that's where you're kind of.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So and then.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people use like that compound butter on this as well. So it's usually over like a rotisserie or open fire or something like that. And I guess it's a little bit cheaper. I don't know.
Have you seen that anywhere?
Around here, no. I think it's a little bit more kind of the Southwest. Okay. Honestly, like California, Arizona, New Mexico. Around here, we don't really get much. I don't think. I don't see a lot of it. But it's not funny to say that you couldn't get that somewhere.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Walmart.
Just haven't been like looking for it though either.
Exactly.
I don't know. It's probably there, but just haven't.
Yeah. Right. Okay, so then let's see. Let's keep moving on here. All right, so bone marrow everywhere. I've been seeing that a little bit more.
I have too.
Yeah, where people like grill it like right in the bone, and then they kind of just like scoop it out and eat it.
Yeah.
I would imagine that maybe there's some health benefits. That's why people are doing it more often, or it just looks cool because you're drinking it out of a bone.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if I will be doing that.
Good. I was gonna ask, like, kind of where do you stand on that?
Yeah, not something I would probably do.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I guess I do see it out there quite a bit. If you're looking for a challenge or something different, go try it out. I'm just looking at some recipes here. To see kind of how they're doing it, because I haven't done it at all.
No, man. I'm with you though. I've seen it, like, been seeing it more and more lately.
Yeah, it's basically just cook it till it's soft and then serve it. So they described it as God's butter. Fatty, nutrient rich, and delicious, I guess. Yeah. So I don't know. not sure.
You gonna try that this year?
No, probably not. Not on my list.
No.
You know what I mean? And then the last one here is expect more barbecue pop-ups and food trucks.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I mean, here in the winter, they're a little, scarce, but then maybe once it starts getting warmed up. So out of this list, anything that you see that's not on this list, like as far as trends go?
As far as trends go, I'd say, I think the one that kind of surprised me the most was starting off with like
high performance.
Yeah.
And there's no mention of pellets on here at all. Yeah.
Or even gas.
Gas.
I mean, gas is kind of, seems like it's kind of almost taking like the backseat to the not the cast irons, the griddles.
Yeah, the griddles.
But yeah, no pellets like whatsoever.
Right.
Which I think is interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. We saw a huge explosion over the past few years, and it seems to be dying down. It seemed like the griddles have maybe started to take over.
I mean, when we go out to places, though, or like I said, too, when we're stopping at local stores and dropping stuff off, and I always ask, like, well, what's selling?
What's selling, yeah.
You've been selling a lot of grills. Like, yeah, what is it? And it's still, like, the pellets, man. Like,
yeah, it's the ease, especially, like, if you don't know, if you haven't tried it before, like grilling or barbecuing, it's like, okay, it's probably the easiest one to learn on.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's one thing that we didn't see on the list that maybe we're a little bit surprised by. But anything like stands out to you that if you had to make a prediction for barbecue in 2025, what would you say?
Barbecue in 2025. I don't know, man. I like that he has like kind of different cuts of beef on there.
Yeah.
Because there's always different trends with that, I think. Like, I don't know. I don't know. The list kind of, some of it surprised me a bit.
Sure.
New trends for 2025. I mean, I think you're going to continue to see just people be creative, trying new things, which is always good. It's always fun. It always helps. It always, adds to kind of obviously what we do or what we talk about and stuff. I mean, you look at last year, it seems like the party ribs really exploded. So, I don't know, man. I would, like I said, even like the whole cow thing, like, dude, that's crazy. Can you imagine that? Like, I can't imagine cooking a whole cow.
No, man. It's because we don't cook for that.
I guess, yeah.
Like that was like, it's a lot of work, and then you got to be around a lot of people.
Well, yeah. Well, and that's like, it's different than a pig. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah, for sure.
It's because you can cook that totally different. Like, and are you just cutting slabs off and eating it almost like steak? Or how are you seasoning that? Like getting down in there and stuff. Like, to me, that's wild. So when we've done the pigs and stuff, like we've done it and like, shredded pork.
Yeah.
Like basically shred the whole thing up, like doing that with the cow too. Like that's a lot of, it's just, and it's like, it's different, right? Like then are you cooking it till, like 205? Like what are you doing?
Yeah.
And different cuts cook different. It's
exactly.
Just like, man, it's mind boggling to me. So
it'd be a challenge.
I don't know if that's a trend for 2025. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Yeah.
But as far as like other ones that I can think of, like not really, man.
Okay.
What about you?
Man, I've been thinking a little bit about it. And I think it falls a little bit along the lines of some of the things that he already kind of said here, with like high performance charcoal, and then like he's got some open fire ones here. I think people are going to cook more over open fire, even in their backyards, like finding like some way to incorporate a tripod or just like whatever they have around the house. I think people are going to get more creative that way. Not necessarily what they're going to cook, but how they're going to cook it. So I think my prediction is like it's almost like you're going to be going back in time with the way people cook, like moving away from the electric stuff and the stuff you have to plug in, and more kind of getting back to meat and fire, or
nice.
Food and fire. That's kind of my prediction. I say that because that's like mentally that's where I'm at. That's just give me some wood, let me start this up, and then give me a cast iron, and let me go out there and just start cooking. So that's my prediction there, man.
I like that.
So we'll see.
Okay,
we'll see what happens. Any trends for the business side of things, as far as as if you could say, just the barbecue game in general from a business perspective.
Let's see, man. Like as a whole across the
what do you think about the whole industry of barbecuing and grilling? That can include equipment, spices, rubs, the actual cooking of the food, businesses that do pop-ups or catering or anything like that. Anything you can think of that comes to mind that you would predict or you see coming our way here in 2025?
I think a lot of catering stuff, man.
Yeah,
it seems to be like kind of trending that way. A lot more like we've been talking to a lot more people who have either quit their full-time jobs and on the catering side of things. They're doing more like events like weddings and stuff like that. And like how many people we talked to last year that were like, oh yeah, I own a catering business, and this is what I do, and this is what I cook for it. And like I love talking to those people and stuff because it's totally different. It's a different mindset when you're cooking for that many people, right? Like it's a lot different than what we do cooking like just in our backyard. Yeah. It's a whole different game because now you're cooking for a bunch of people. You don't want to get anyone sick and stuff, right? So
you gotta step up your game,
and you got a lot of moving pieces all at once, and it all has to get done kind of roughly like the same time, right? Like, hey, dinner's at 4. This is part of our wedding day. Yeah. This is when we're eating. So you're like, you got to be ready to go.
Yeah, for sure.
So I hope we get some more kind of catering out there and stuff. Definitely the food trucks. I mean, we've seen it. Yeah. We've seen a lot more, even people that we know getting into the food truck side of things.
Food trucks or trailers or whatever.
And even on like I think the rubs are going to be big this year. Yeah. I think they're going to move. I think, that's why I think like you and I have been talking a lot about like kind of being on the creative side of things and coming out with maybe something new, try something new or add something and okay, how do kind of keeping people engaged around barbecue. And just like, I think there's times too where people are like, how many times do I want to try something different. I want to try something new. Like I love, we people all the time are like, man, my spice rack's full. My wife's going to kill me if I come home with another one.
But yeah, always looking for something different.
Yeah, they're always like, I think that's cool. Like, you never know when you're going to need it, right? That's kind of our answer to them.
Yeah, you can never have too much.
Yeah, it's just that time of year. Oh, I'm going to do this one today, right? So hopefully more on like that creative side, man. Okay. I'm excited to see what people are doing this year.
Yeah, it's always looking forward to seeing what folks are creating and things like that. I think there'll be a little bit of consolidation this year, man. We saw like 2020 just explode with new businesses and new players in the game, and I think I think there's going to be kind of a little bit of a shakeup this year, and then we're going to see a little bit of consolidation.
Year 5.
Yeah, and then the businesses and the creators that are agile and adaptable are going to be the ones that come out, in the long run. So, maybe some of those legacy barbecue brands, might have a little challenge here going into this next year. But yeah, I do agree. Kind of the more pop-ups and stuff. Like I think the brick and mortar is still going to be difficult. So I think the ones that continue to be able to move around and change their locations and change their menus up a little bit more might come out ahead here in 2025. So that's one thing I'm looking. I'm maybe predicting a little bit is that there'll be a little bit more shakeup, and some of the more established places might. If they haven't been adapting, they might find themselves on the way out. So, that was kind of a bummer to end on that one, right?
Yeah.
So, sorry about that. So, but there'll still be positive for people that are looking to get into the game because there's opportunity everywhere. But man, so let's talk about, if you're just starting out, you just got a new grill or barbecue smoker for Christmas, the holidays. What are your top 5 kind of pieces of equipment or things that you need to have to make sure like your first cook is going to go as well as it could?
So for the first cook, man, like I remember it was was like 11 years ago today. Actually, we got our house. You know, wow. Closed on it. So it was like
11 years.
So I remember, like, you know, like I've said, man, one of the first things we bought. You know, I got a basketball hoop and I got a grill.
Yeah.
I still use that Weber.
So you still shoot hoops?
Absolutely, yeah. I was out there last week with Cal.
Yeah,
playing.
Shooting hoops while you're grilling?
While grill's rolling. So, yeah, both are still there.
That's great.
Which is awesome. But, like, I was kind of thinking about that. Like, kind of some of the first things that I ever got. And if I could go back and, like, add to it, like, what was things, like, maybe that I got that I didn't necessarily need, like, I don't think I had too many of those, but like I remember right away, like I got, you know, with the grill, I got a brush.
Grill brush.
Yep. Got kind of your like utensils, right? Like your tongs.
Gotta have those. You gotta click them a few times too before.
Absolutely. It was like, it's like the set, right? Like where you have like the tongs, the like the spatula that's like got the serrated, like the serrated side and stuff like that, and like so like that one, and then it usually comes like the fork, like that poker, right?
Yeah.
I don't even know if I've ever really used that thing.
I use it a few times.
The only time I've ever seen you use it is like moving coals around, man. I swear to God.
Don't worry. Like I use it for that too, but then I use it like sometimes, like if I got a piece of meat or something, like I can't find something, so I'll just grab that one. You know, it's kind of last resort. You know,
sure.
But I see people use it all the time.
Yeah.
You know, just if you got a big steak on the grill, man, just stick it with the fork and turn it over.
Yeah.
Otherwise, just use the tongs or your hands.
Yeah. And do what you got to do. Right. So yeah, I'd stick with that. Like kind of right away. You know, certain things that I got. A chimney.
Yep.
Chimney was one.
Chimney for coals. If you're using charcoal, that's a game changer. So you're not, spraying lighter fluid all over the place.
Yeah. Let's see, man. Then if I could, I think I would have probably a thermometer.
Yeah, that would be one of my top ones. Is having an instant read thermometer, a good quality one. So you're gonna need one of those, so you don't make sure you don't get anybody sick.
Yep. And then I think that there's kind of like two more that I would add, like that I would put as like essentials for me. Like if I could go back and like if I had X amount of dollars to spend, like this is what I would get, right?
Sure.
So I would also add like gloves.
Absolutely.
Grill gloves, and then
what kind? So there's a couple different kind of grill gloves out there. Like me, the first pair, like the really good first pair I got were like a nice big like welder set of gloves. So I can go and I can like pick up a log, or I can go move around like some charcoal without getting burned or anything, or pick up a cast iron and not have to worry about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, those aren't really like your dexterity and your fingers in there. Like it really doesn't work. So what kind of gloves would you say? Oh
man, dude, I remember. Do you remember those ones? I got them from the like the gardening section. The meat gloves.
The meat gloves, yeah.
Those things were disgusting.
Yeah.
I mean, they worked. They did okay.
They're like rubber, right?
Yeah. No.
Plastic.
They were more like cloth. Like.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, they were like, but man, like they weren't great with high heat. Like
they were just melting on
it was just like an extra layer. Kind of,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they weren't great, but they got the job done. But like. I would go cloth, man.
Yeah.
Like the ones that we've created and stuff that we have that are, ambidextrous. You can just grab them, toss them on. You can move whatever you want with it.
Yeah.
They're going to protect you. I mean, I wouldn't sit and shred meat with those, but you can grab a cast iron.
Yeah.
I keep mine in the house. I pull stuff, out of the oven with them. Like I use them every single day almost.
Yeah.
So I'd say a good pair of gloves, and you can find like Greg said too, and find whatever works for you. It doesn't matter to us.
Try out a few different ones.
If you want like kind of the big heavy duty, like I think it all depends like what you're cooking on, what you're cooking, and how often you're doing it, right? Like So if you are cooking like over open fire and stuff like
you might want those welder ones
that come all the way up to your elbows and stuff.
So you're not singeing arm hair off.
Or if you're if you got a big pit, in or a big mobile grill, you're reaching in to pull meat out and stuff. Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Something that's gonna.
Yeah, and if like you're just working like on a propane or you're just working on like a pellet, maybe maybe you don't need that heavy duty type, but you still need something that's gonna protect you, so you can grab stuff and pick it up. So yeah, I mean that's a good one. Gloves are I think a must, one of the top 5 as well.
Yeah, and then I think my last item would be a cast iron, man.
Yeah.
Like there's just so much you can do.
Just opens up the playbook of what you can cook.
And they're so versatile, and they last. Like if you get a good one, you season it well and stuff, and take care of it. Like man, they're great. They truly are great. There's like I said, I mean, I did the chocolate cake in there.
Yeah,
I just did the chicken tacos in there. Like they're just so much fun to cook with. I think. And again, you don't have to use it on the grill. You use yours inside all the time too. Right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You throw it on top of the stove in the oven, like man, whatever. Yeah. Like, it's funny. Like my dad, we were just there a couple weeks ago, to see my grandma and stuff, and like he made a big breakfast, and he pulled his cast iron out, was doing like eggs and potatoes and stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's just like all right. Like I think a good cast iron, man. Like you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my list, dude.
Yeah, I mean, mine would be really similar. Like I'd say, number 1 would be like the chimney. If you're doing that, 1A would be like a thermometer, then gloves. Cast iron, I think, is a must. But then like, when you're thinking about like when I'm cooking, like in my space, maybe a little table that goes next to it. It'd be a nice one to have something to put something down on there. Otherwise, like one thing I use quite a bit that, I think I got it as a gift maybe, or I won it like in a raffle, like as part of like a grilling package, was for my Weber kettle, you can buy extra hooks to put on the outside. Yeah. So like I put the hooks on, so I just have more space to hang stuff up, or like those utensils and things like that.
It's really nice for the Weber, isn't it?
Yeah, because it kind of comes around. But like that would be one like kind of not a lot of people talk about it, I don't think, but like you can buy one of those really cheap too, like just to put it on the outside, so you have like 3 or 4 more like hooks just to put stuff on. But those would be kind of my top ones as well. And then we've talked about some other ones recently, like in the podcast regarding like Christmas presents, things like that, like a nice cutting board, a nice prep station inside, maybe a bucket or something, and maybe a nice cooler, so when you're letting those briskets and things rest, you got something to put it in. So. But yeah, the top 5 I think is pretty simple there. Like if you don't have any of those things like utensils, like tongs, gloves, chimney, those would, and obviously a meat thermometer, like those would probably be the place to start.
Yeah, and then just other things I always have on hand. I mean that help to have. I would say you could do a spray bottle.
Yeah, absolutely. Mop, like a mop. Yeah, meat mop.
Yeah. What about to
write that down?
Yeah, like your butcher string and paper.
Yeah,
the paper
that comes in handy quite a bit.
Aluminum foil.
Aluminum foil.
Think about some of your first cooks and stuff like
toothpicks, man. I don't know like how many times I we got toothpicks anywhere. You never know where you're gonna need it.
Yeah,
especially when we're trying new recipes and man, it's calling for toothpicks. Yeah, stick it in here or butcher string or whatever. I don't have any of that, so I gotta figure something out. Yeah, man, like that, and then just, some basic cookbooks to start learning,
That's a good one too, man. Yeah. I'd maybe add that to the top of the list too.
If you're just getting started.
It's amazing, like how much you can soak up from that.
Oh yeah. I keep going back to the ones I first got, because it's like, I'm a different griller or barbecuer now than I was back then. So like a lot of stuff is okay. Well, I'm going to cut that out of this. No, it's just like, it's like now this stuff starts to make sense a little bit more. Like when you first get started, it's like, man, some of this stuff is just like a foreign language to you. And then when you do it for a little while and you get some practical application in, then it starts making a little bit more sense. Yeah. I learned by doing, Ben.
Trial and error.
Greg. Yeah, that's right. Yep. So now when
sometimes a little bit more error than trial.
Yeah. Right? But, so when you go back, now that makes sense.
This is why you got to do that.
No, it makes
can't
sense.
skip that step.
Dang it.
Yep.
You did it again.
That's a t-shirt. We should do that. You did it again. Did it again.
Messed it up again. Can't do anything right. But no, that's a good list, man. I think for somebody to get started here in 2025, and obviously you can add to that list, but we'll put some of those things down there, and we'll take you out to some products that we would recommend as well. All right, man. Well, this is a good episode to kind of kick things off here. So we got to pick a winner. We are going to continue our giveaways here into 2025.
Yeah.
This month we're giving away our all-purpose, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And so you got to go over to burnpitbbq.com, our website, to subscribe to our newsletter where we give recipes and tips and things like that. And we pick a winner each week to send one of our products to from that list. So once you subscribe, stay subscribed, so you'll always be entered in to win. All right, man. Let's pull up this list here. Let's see here. All subscribers. All right. So, give me a number, Ben.
A number?
1 through 50.
1 through 50. Let's see. Let's do 1 through 50.
Mm-hmm. It's not a trick question.
Let's do 26.
Oh, okay. All right. All right, here we go. All right, Christopher Hallstrom from Green Bay.
Ooh.
Green Bay, beautiful, Wisconsin.
Let's pick somebody else. I'm just kidding.
Good one. Good one. But thanks, Christopher, for being subscribed, checking out the website and things like that, and we'll get a bottle out to you here soon. Anything else, man? Anything else going on? Anything you want to talk about? World of barbecue, business.
World of barbecue. Let's see. Man, like, I think too, we talked about people trying new things, but I think like we're gonna see people kind of hopefully getting back to like just not overdoing it with like the rubs and the sauces, and just like, man, just enjoy the meat. Focus on that. Like,
let it be an enhancer, not a overpowering.
Yeah. That's one thing too. I'd say if you just got a new grill or you're just starting off and stuff, man, like, maybe try it plain.
Yeah.
Start with just the plain, see how it cooks. Whether it's like a chicken breast or like a hamburger, whatever. Just give it a shot, and then you can kind of play from there.
Yeah, salt and pepper go a long way, especially on beef. So, and then just adjust on your preference.
Yeah.
I think that's a good tip. For people who are just starting out. Get good quality meat, and then adjust from there.
I remember starting off, man, like just putting all kinds of stuff. And, like, what do you?
There's some good stuff like one of Rub Your Butt was like one of the first ones I bought, like, because it was in like.
This is called Rub Your Butt.
Yeah, of course. Got it. But no, it was just like one of the ones that was like in the aisle of the spices, and it stood out to me. So like that was what I used in my chicken all the time, even though it was like for pork or whatever.
Yeah.
But like now I think back to it, I was like, man, I was just coating it in this stuff, and it was just, it's like I'm not, not saying anything bad about the product.
No.
Even though I'd have to go and look at the ingredients now that we're in this, but it was just like one of those like, I just need to season the crap out of this thing.
Just put so much
so
on.
It tastes great, but really no, it's like now we're at the point where it's like, no, like that should just be a little bit of a enhancer for you. Like the meat or the main dish should be kind of the star of the show.
Yeah.
But that's a good tip. Good tip for you. All right, man. I think that's good podcast. Good podcast.
Solid one.
Yep. And again, go out to burnpitbbq.com, subscribe to the newsletter. Go out to our YouTube page, Burn Pit BBQ. Subscribe out there. We're going to be putting out the podcast out there on the website or on the YouTube page, and then we're going to start putting some tips and recipes out there as well. So make sure you subscribe and share with your friends and stuff, especially the podcast too. That's how we continue to grow, is by word of mouth. So we appreciate all those that have been following us and been sharing our story and the podcast and stuff like that. So appreciate that.
Yeah, and like always too, send us what you guys are doing. We love hearing about it.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of great cooks on our Facebook group page. A lot of people out there just experimenting with some cool stuff.
Heck yeah.
So yeah, in our Facebook group page is Burn Pit BBQ Around the Pit. So that's an open forum where people can share the recipes and what they're cooking. And then that's a place where we also put out stuff that we're testing as well. And you can be part of like the first group that sees it. So check that out too. All right, man. I think that's it.
All right, sounds good.
All right, sounds good. We'll
Take
talk
it
to you
easy.
next week. Cheers.